Hi guys, I'm proud to show you the latest addition to my personal arsenal. Some of my sabers kind of rotate through. This one is staying. It is not a saber forge, not a saber forge redeemer. It is not a Korbanth. It is not a Vader's Vault. It is not insert company here, unless that company's name is DX Sabers. Now, they get kind of a bad reputation. You know, scam gets thrown out a lot. Um, they're lying. They are a smaller company. I think as far as I can tell, there's only like 2 guys running it. There's one here in U.S. and there's another one over in China, I want to say. Please don't get in my butt if that's wrong. That's just what I think I remember reading on their website or something. Anyway, so this is their Obi-Wan from A New Hope model. I ordered this back in spring, kind of early quarantine, I think. And I was talking with Dark Jedi on his Etsy shop, and I had some questions. Oddly enough, it was about a different lightsaber. And we were talking back and forth, and he was very helpful, answered all my questions, and then I sent him something, I can't even remember what it was, and there was kind of a no response for a while. That was when things spiked up in quarantine here, so I just kind of ignored it, went to his website, saw this, liked it better, bought it. That's all you expect from customer service. Let's be real. They're not here to be your friends. They're here to answer your questions. They're here to be nice. They're not there just to chat with you. I'm just going to keep it real. And the Dark Jedi did beautifully on that. I have no complaints whatsoever. He did get back to me about 3 weeks ago, and I thought that was a golden opportunity. I'm like, hey, so I never got that saber I ordered. And he was super apologetic. He had me luckily I still had the order number, so I took that, sent it to him, and within 2 hours, he was like, yep, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, it's on its way. Thank you so much. That's all you want from customer service. You have a problem, they fix it. He did it. He did his job. He did it well. So thank you to the Dark Jedi. You've kind of helped me through a couple questions, even past that. You've been super nice, super helpful. Thank you. That's really all I can say. So getting to the saber, because I can chat up and promote the company as much as anyone. But I think the true test is what the saber says about itself. I like letting the saber do the talking. I'll give my opinions on that saber and what it says, but it's ultimately up to you to decide. So this is the Obi-Wan recognizable lightsaber. Has that beautiful, beautiful copper thin neck. It's coming out more gold on camera, but it is a gorgeous, just copper in real life. And I love copper on lightsabers. It just works. So we have this beautiful emitter. It's all decked out in chrome. It has these vents that you see it better in person, but you can see light through. They're just holes through the whole thing, outlining the blade socket. That comes down to this copper thin neck piece that I was just talking about. Now this is the Obi-Wan Episode 4, or the Alec Guinness version. There are 2 of them on there, so if you prefer the Ewan McGregor version, you can get it. Same price, same features, different thin neck. That's really the only difference I can find. I think this switch is different too, actually. Anyway, so it does have that vented section, as you can see right through here, or I call it the windmill, because that's what it reminds me of. I liked this better just because it was full copper. Kind of reminded me of Luke's too. I just liked it better. Moving down to the grenade section, I can't tell if this is really, really good plastic or aluminum. And I take that as a compliment, because if I can't tell, that means one of two things. A, it is high quality plastic, and that's not going to break on you. Alright, fine. I'm okay with that. If I see plastic on a lightsaber and it's this quality, works. You know, the grips on the Anakin saber were plastic. The grip on this could be plastic. I honestly can't tell. If it's metal, and it is aluminum, and I can't tell, that tells me the powder coat is thick enough that it's not going to chip off. You know, if I have this on my belt, I get in the car or something and the door pins it between the seat, there's a little, it's not going to, become completely silver within a week. I'm not trashing sabers, but I carry them on my belt. Life happens. It's, if I drop it and it hits the floor, it's not going to get a scuff. Well, I might get a scuff, but it's not going to get a ding or dent here. So, 10 out of 10. Moving down to the switch section, this is where I could see people getting a little pissed. Because some people really like the Graflex logo in through here and the lines and the little switch doohickey. I don't know terms, I'm sorry. I call it switch doohickey or thingy-mabobs. That's the terminology I'm most familiar with. Vader, you can really see it on Vader's or Luke's. There's a little piece that comes out through here, kind of sticks out. In pictures, that is what it has. In the pictures on their website and on their Etsy shop, it looks like they have a real Graflex switch. That is not the case, and I could see people feeling pissed about that. I prefer this anyway. Actually the day it showed up, I was trying to come up with ways to kind of hide that, at least the Graflex logo. So I was delighted that I didn't have to do that. I like this plain silver chromed section here. I like the simplicity of it. And it's less, I don't know, it keeps the illusion, is what I'll say. Because I don't think Kenobi went to Graflex and was like, I need a switch. I need a switch. Sorry, I'll stop for now. It does have this hole, so if you want to add the switch doohickey, you can, probably, if you have the right piece. That'll screw in there. Pretty much, if it has the right diameter thread, you'll be fine. You can put whatever you want in there. The one thing I will say about the switch, and it is not great, so this slides out and gives you access to the buttons. That is not the problem. If you want to switch this out for a different plate, you can do that. You want to make your own plate? You can do that. Just slide it in there, slide it out. Ready to rock and roll. The part I don't like about this, the buttons. I don't know if you saw that right. They just fall out. That was very concerning when I first got it. I wear this on my belt a lot, and as it's swinging around and stuff, it's not quite that bad because these do provide friction, but this just slides right out. Kind of. Like I'll look down and it's about like that, partially covering. And if that's not there, there's nothing inhibiting these switches from leaving their resting place. They are threaded, so if I would make a recommendation, it'd be just put some threads in here, put it in there, take a Phillips flathead screwdriver, screw it in there, ready to rock and roll. Because then, if this plastic piece does what plastic pieces do and fall out, you still have a functioning saber. because really all this piece would do at that point would be aesthetic. It is the accurate button. I think it was a calculator is what they used. There's buttons on a calculator that they ripped out of there and put it on the saber in the movies. It is accurate. There's about 6 of these little button things. Those are my main thoughts on the Switch. Moving down, we have this, I think it was a machine gun barrel for the actual prop, but this black section, I call it the Anakin section because it has that straight grip similar to Anakin's. Not much to say about that. It's comfortable. I mainly only use it when I'm unscrewing the pommel, which I'll show you later. Not much to say about it. It's the same quality as the upper grip here. Good to go. Moving down, we have the sync knob for a pommel. I think that's what it was in the movie, so I always call it the sync knob. It is vented for sound, but it does it in a very unobvious way, so if it's hanging on your belt, people will just see the plate, and it kind of adds to the illusion. It has a decent soundboard. It is not a loud saber. I will say that. It is no Ultra Sabers. It's actually probably a little bit quiet. Well, depends on the sound font, honestly. Sorry, brain fart. But it's not a loud saber. It's about on par with a Saber Forge. But as you can see, you just unscrew that, and you have access to the speaker. It does have, now this is the best charging system I've ever had on a lightsaber. It does have a USB-C, which is the same charging port as my phone. The Saber Forge Bane does have that, I think. But this is less obvious that there's a USB port on your lightsaber because it is completely hidden by the pommel. So I like that a little bit better. And also, when you first plug it in, if you use the battery at all, there'll be a little red LED. You just wait till the LED turns to a green LED, and your saber is charged. It is so dang easy to use. Plug it, forget it. Wait 4 hours if it's really dead. So that's pretty much it for the hilt. It's well constructed. It's kind of all threaded together. So if you're a DIY installer, I don't know if they have empty hilts, but if they do, it's all threaded together so you can have easy access to everything. Put in your chassis and your electronics, and it'll be no problem for you. It does have a retention screw here. I don't know if you can see that on camera for the internal chassis, and it does have another retention screw up top for the NeoPixel setup. It has 4 retention screws for the blade, which actually is the smartest thing a saber company has done for that system. Especially with how short this blade socket is, which I'll get to that more on the features side of the video, I think that's really smart. So I'm going to pause the video, get a blade in there, get the lights out, and we'll get to the part of the video we're actually all here for.